And picking the win on mat 2, weight class 120 by decision from Centennial, Hunter Bishop. Rest next on mat 2, bout number 18, weight class 138 from Centennial, Bricks from Dowling, Amos Guanya, and from Centennial, Jeremiah Talado Lopez. On deck is bout number 19 between Gabe McWidow of Centennial and Nathan Williams from Dowling. In the hole, bout number 20 between Kate Miller from Centennial and Rodrigo Mendoza Lopez from Dowling. number 20, between Kate Miller from Centennial versus Rodrigo Mendoza Lopez from Dowling. In the hole, bout number 21, Henry Lee from Centennial versus Eric Schechter from Dowling. And picking up the win on mat 1, weight class 138 by pin for Centennial, Gabe Nicoletto. Wrestling next on mat 1, bout number 20, weight class 150. From Dowling, Rodrigo Mendoza Lopez. And for Centennial, Caden Miller. On deck, match number 21 between Henry Lee and Eric Schechter. In the hole, match number 22 between Jackson Mandolfo from Centennial and Liam Mitchell from Dowling.
Go Amos!
And with the win by pin on mat 1, weight class 150 for Centennial, Caden Miller. Wrestling next on mat 1, weight class 165 for Dowling, Eric Schechter. And for Centennial, Henry Lee. On deck is match number 22. Jackson Mandolfo from Centennial versus Liam Mitchell from Dowling. In the hole, match number 23. Dennis Tremick from Centennial versus Colin Sullivan from Dowling. Pierce from Dowling, Liam Mitchell. From Centennial, Jackson Mandolfo. On deck is Dennis Remick from Centennial versus Juan Sullivan from Dowling. In the hole, Brant Russellberg versus Finn McConnell. Liam Mitchell from Dowling, you are needed on mat 2 immediately. Liam Mitchell from Dowling, you're needed on mat 2 immediately. And picking up the win on mat 1, weight class 165, by pin for Centennial, Henry Lee. Wrestling next on mat 1, bout number 23, weight class 165. For Dowling, Juan Sullivan. And for Centennial, Dennis Remick. And with the win on mat 2, weight class 165. By pin for Centennial, Jackson Mandolfo. Wrestling next on mat 2, bout number 24, weight class 165. For Dowling, Finn McConnell. And for Centennial, Brant Russellberg. On deck is match number 25 between Brooke Keller of Centennial and Cale Jackson from Dowling. In the hole will be Deacon Pierce versus Jack McLaughlin. Picking up the win, Mat 1, weight class 165, by pin for Centennial, Dennis Kremick. Resting next, on Mat 1, our final JV matchup of the evening. Weight class 144, for Dowling, Wyatt Richmond, and for Centennial, Nick Ryan. pitcher. And on mat 2, picking up the win with class 215 by decision for Dowling, Jack McLaughlin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our action in JV. We're going to give a quick thank you to our JV officials for this evening, Mr. Rob Vogel and Mr. Greg Benke. Thank you so much for your hard work this evening. Our wrestlers are going to roll up the JV mat, and then we'll get resituated. We'll begin as soon as possible. While you wait, good time to visit the concession stand for all your refreshment needs. Any purchases made at the concession stand supports the Athletic Booster Club, which in turn supports all of our student athletes. Restrooms are also located out in the lobby directly across from the cafeteria. Exit the doors, take a quick right. They will be on your right. One more time, we're going to roll up this mat. We're going to get the varsity mat re-centered, and then we will begin action momentarily.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to wrestling here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Tonight, our wrestling is presented by Joe Bennett Homes. As always, Joe has been a huge supporter of wrestling here on Centennial Digital throughout the years, and great to have him on board. I want to welcome everybody from Dowling watching tonight as well. We've got number 7, Ankeny Centennial, the boys wrestling team, and they are taking on Dowling, who received votes in the latest poll. So a couple teams towards the top of their game right now, early on in the season, but towards the tail end of the season here for the Dowling the Centennial home schedule, as it's been very front-loaded part of the season so far. As we get ready to go tonight, we will start at weight class 120, where for Centennial it will be Cody Vandermark, senior, taking on Wyatt Heffron from Dowling. Waiting to get the go-ahead here tonight. Again, welcome everybody watching us. I know there's a big girls wrestling match going on today up in Waterloo, the Battle of Waterloo. The Ankeny Girls Wrestling Club was up there today. Left early in the morning to head up there to Northeast Iowa to wrestle. It was fun following them and their big win over Southeast Polk here in the Jungle on Tuesday night. Andy Pollock with you here tonight, ready to go. CIML Wrestling, Ankeny Centennial, Dowling Catholic. So Cody Vandermark. It's Wyatt Heffron from Dowling. You see the scoreboard down in your lower left. You can see the scoreboard down in your lower left as Vandermark in on a high single at the moment. Gets Heffron down to the mat, and there's 2 points for Cody Vandermark to start things off. Less than 30 seconds into this one. Cody Vandermark, Wyatt Heffron for Dowling. Both wrestlers in dark singlets. Try to keep everything updated on who's who as you watch tonight. As Vandermark looks to continue to control Heffron. Back to the middle of the mat they go, and that is going to be an escape for Heffron. 2-1, a minute into the first period here. We will wrestle 14 weight classes here tonight. Looks like we've got a full card, at least as of now. As you see, Vandermark working on another takedown here to make the score 4-1. Gets the code from his coach, Jay Groth, and now gets Heffron turned onto his back. Heffron sits up out of it, got 2 count. Working on some back points is Vandermark. Heffron's got to fight for the next 5 seconds to stay off his back. Vandermark nearly has him tilted. He does. 1 second to go and gets the pin with less than a second to go in the first period. A big start for the Jaguars, and Cody Vandermark right at the horn. 0.3 seconds to go in the period. That'll move us up to 126, where Centennial will send in freshman Ethan Sodergren. He will wrestle Charlie Kelly from the Maroons.
And for Centennial, Ethan Sodergren.
Sodergren, we've seen have some dynamic moments out on the mat here early on in his Jaguar wrestling career. You can tell right now, the only way you can really tell the difference between the two wrestlers on the stream is that the gray for Centennial on the top back of the singlet. Dowling's got a maroon stripe through the middle of their singlet in the back as well, but from the front they're both dark singlets in a dark room tonight. So we'll try to keep you updated on who's who as they wrestle throughout the evening. Right now, Ethan Sodergren for Centennial and Charlie Kelly for Dowling. Sodergren shoots in on the single. Sodergren Now just throws Kelly to his back. He's got him down, and that's a long time for Charlie Kelly to have to fight this one off as he's getting counted down. And Sodergren looking to finish this one off. Already has the count. He's got back points as well as Sodergren goes to work and gets the pin. Ethan Sodergren at a 126. And that'll move us on to 132. As Dowling takes a quick 12-0 lead here. 2 quick pins for the Maroons in the first period. One with 0.3 seconds left in the first period and another with 57 seconds left in the first period. This will be Eric Kahn for Dowling at 132 against junior Andrew Rowland from Centennial. Again, I want to thank Joe Bennett Holmes for supporting our wrestling coverage, both girls and boys wrestling coverage here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. As you see Rowland trying to get a trip in there right now on Kahn, trying to pull him back to the center as he's got the leg up in the air high. See if Kahn can get out of this one. Rowland continues to work him, and they both go off the mat. So Kahn dodges a bullet here early on. After Andrew Rowland had control of his ankle. We got blood on the mat, they say right now. They're not sure where it's come from. Unless we've got another plague here. There we go. Found some on Kahn. They will go to work on him. It's been a busy couple weeks here on Centennial Digital. We had the Centennial duels for both girls and boys wrestling this weekend. Had girls wrestling on Tuesday night, boys wrestling tonight, and tomorrow night will be basketball against Waukee. You can hear it in my voice right now that it's been a long week, but we will continue to, with the help of a lot of great local businesses, including Joe Bennett Homes and Freedom Tire, make sure we get all the action brought to you. As we continue to wait for Kahn, looks like he may have a little cut on his forehead is what we're waiting on. No score yet in this one, 30 seconds into the first period. Just announced, that impressive early season stat. The Jaguars are 9-0 in dual meets so far on this young season. Like we mentioned earlier, a front-loaded home season for the Jaguars. As they continue to work, they've got spotlights on Eric Kahn's head right now to try to get the bleeding stopped. Alyssa Rogge, the Centennial trainer, who does such great work keeping the Centennial student athletes afloat. As they continue to work on blood time on Kahn. Andrew Rowland had shot in at a ankle up in the air, but Kahn was able to get off the mat. Looks like they got Kahn's blood situation taken care of. Look him over right now. Official does not appear to see any more blood, so we will come back to the middle of the mat. Eric Kahn from Dowling and Andrew Rowland from Centennial. Back at it here at 132. First period. Not much going on so far. See Kahn with the maroon stripe on his back, Rowland with a gray up top. Almost looks a little blue under this light out here tonight at the jungle on the north side of Ankeny at Centennial High School. Rowland shoots in. He's got that high single right now. Works his way down to the ankle. and throws Khan to the ground. He's got 2. 45 seconds to go here in the first period here at 132. As Rowland tries to get Khan tilted. There he does, get him into that cradle. Working to finish that cradle and get Khan tilted to his back. Running out of room on the edge of the mat, now getting him counted, but the shoulders are not on the mat. He's got his back tilted. He's got 3 right now. And they continue to fight it off, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the first period. At the end of 1, Andrew Rowland up 5-0 on Eric Kahn, and there's more blood on Kahn as they work on his forehead. Looks like he lost his bonnet. So they continue to go to work. They've got you can see down here in the corner, they've got the lights on him right now to try to figure out how to stop that forehead bleeder. And when that happens early on in a match like this, that makes it really hard to keep a flow to the wrestling throughout. We saw that a few times in the JV match tonight, that once that bleeding starts, it is really hard to get stopped. It looks like they're going to go have Khan take a seat as he continues to bleed out of his forehead. First period is over. Andrew Rowland leads 5-0. The Jags started things off with a pin from Cody Vandermark. He got that with 0.3 seconds left in the first period. And then a quick one, 57 seconds. Ethan Sodergren at 126 got a pin. And the Jaguars and the Maroons have not had to wrestle a whole lot yet, and Dowling quickly out to a 12-0 lead. See Coach Ryak Finch down there to the right of your screen, looking at his wrestler Khan. Finch comes to Dowling here. He's been there a couple of years and trying to restore that program to greatness. Traditionally one of the best programs in the state of Iowa. They've got a bevy of trophies there in their lunchroom to show for it. Right now, though, Centennial was definitely favored on the evening. Centennial, like we said, ranked 7th on the season in the latest wrestling poll. Dowling has received votes, and that's first time in a while that the Maroons have had that. Still looking Khan over down there. All right, we hear, is that better? Hopefully that means it's time to wrestle some more. Khan, who trails 5-0 to Andrew Rowland. So Khan will start in the bottom position right now to start the second period. Rowland quickly puts Khan back down on the mat. Khan trying to get out of this. Rowland got him to his back in that first period. Khan trying to get up once again, and his head, man, every time that head hits the mat, you expect some more blood time to start soon. Rowland's got to be careful. He about tipped himself there. Now he's got a 1 count. Got to be careful when he rolls through that way. Again, trying to work into that crossface. He's got the leg up on the far side of that right leg. Trying to drive it up to the neck. Khan gets out of that initial hold. Now Khan trying to get back up, but Rowland's got control of that ankle, and they say he was not out of it, so Khan will start down on the mat once again. Minute 15 to go, second period. More blood on the mat. Now bloody nose. And looks like we're going to get ready to start things again. Actually, no. They were not able to get the blood stopped, so medical forfeit. Andrew Rowland gets 6 more for the Maroons. They were not able to get the blood stopped on Eric Kahn. We move to 138. Tyler Brennan for Centennial will take on Zeb Fitzgerald for Dowling. Centennial off to a fast 18-0 start after 3 matches. You see the glow of the scorer's table lamp. Tyler Brennan for Centennial senior taking on Zeb Fitzgerald from Dowling. Brennan on the right, Fitzgerald on the left as they start. Don't expect him to stay that way that long. .30 seconds into this one, no score yet between Zeb Fitzgerald from Dowling and Tyler Brennan of Centennial. Brennan feigned a single there, the duck under. A lot of hand fighting, working around the head right now, as now it looks like Brennan shoots again. Fighting it off there was Fitzgerald. Under a minute to go in this first period. 0-0 our score between the Dowling wrestler, Zeb Fitzgerald, and Centennial's Tyler Brennan. Looks like Fitzgerald trying to pull Brennan in a little bit to shoot. Now Fitzgerald gives his head up to Brennan. Brennan shoots in, has a single now as Fitzgerald tries to fight it off. Scoring position here and throwing down to the mat, and 2 points for Tyler Brennan here with 15 seconds to go in the first period. Fitzgerald is up, but he's off the edge of the mat, so they come back to the middle. Fitzgerald will be down. See if Brennan can ride him out for the remainder of this first period. No riding time in high school wrestling. As Brennan is warned for moving early. As Fitzgerald trying to work his way out. Running away and still having control of the hand. He gets out with about 2 seconds to go in the period, so Fitzgerald makes the score 2-1. Centennial's wrestler Tyler Brennan in the lead here at the end of the first. See 18-0 if you're just joining us. 2 pins and a medical forfeit for Centennial. That was Fitzgerald on the bottom. He's going to try to tie it up with an escape, but gets off the edge of the mat. Ran out of room. Back in the action as Brennan gets Fitzgerald back down to the mat. Fitzgerald tries to work his way up to the tripod, can't quite do it. Rolls Brennan off his back, and they're off the edge of the mat. No points awarded to anybody there. 25 seconds into the second period. Tyler Brennan leads Zeb Fitzgerald 2-1. Here at 138. Brennan continues to try to work Fitzgerald to get him tilted. Nothing yet as he tries to get him onto his left side. Approach the 1 minute mark as back on his feet's Fitzgerald. He's got now Brennan in a headlock. Brennan gets out of that. Not much action here on the edge. And Brennan throws Fitzgerald back down to the mat. 45 seconds in this period. As Brennan works him back down to the mat, and then he's back up again. Off the mat they go. So just under 33 seconds to go for Fitzgerald to try to get that escape point or a reversal here in this second period. Quickly up is Fitzgerald and gets out right on the edge. Quickly back on him is Brennan. Tied up at 2. Brennan shoots in to try the single. Fitzgerald's got his leg as well. And now Brennan back up on his feet. If he can kick that leg out, he'll get a takedown. Gets down, and you see Fitzgerald still has Brennan's left leg. That's why no points have been awarded yet, and that's going to be really close. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 awarded right there with 2 seconds left in the period. 2 points for a takedown. Awarded to Tyler Brennan. So we head to the third period. Looks like Fitzgerald will cut him loose. Going to give it to him right away. They start neutral. 5-2. Brennan in the lead. Quickly shooting in Fitzgerald. He's in on that single. Got him stood up. Brennan trying to fight this off. And Fitzgerald gets him down to the mat. And 2 awarded. But he's going to have to cut him or get him turned right now. Makes it 5-4. Brennan in the lead. Looks like Fitzgerald's going to cut him loose once again. Starting back up, 6-4 now. Fitzgerald going to work for a takedown. Brennan going to have to be careful he doesn't get called for a stall. Fitzgerald, after a quick sprawl by Brennan, now Brennan looks to get in on the front headlock. Close to off the mat over there. Can't quite see with our official in the way. And they are off the mat. Minute 18 to go. Brennan by 2. Brennan's going to be playing defense right now, but Fitzgerald in on that single. He's got him stood up, upside down. As Fitzgerald rolling through, but now Brennan gets his leg tied through, and now Fitzgerald still, Brennan's got his leg underneath. No points awarded yet. That might be potentially dangerous here soon. That knee looks in a bad spot right now on Fitzgerald. So he's going to try to continue to work his way forward. Dowling fans want 2. There it is right there, 2 points for Fitzgerald. Don't think he's going to cut him loose now as he's tied it up. We'll see though now if Brennan can get out. 27 seconds to go. Fitzgerald looks like he might, there's no points awarded. Yes, there is an escape awarded right there. Now Fitzgerald with 15 seconds to go shoots in. Can Brennan play defense for another 10 seconds? He's got Fitzgerald's head driven down to the mat. He's trying to complete the 2, checks the clock. 5, 4, 2, and Tyler Brennan going to get a big win at 138 for Centennial. Gets the decision, 7-6. So as we move on now to 144, John Bright for Dowling. Freshman Max Daybolt. And Daybolt's got him taken down right away, nearly has him to his back. He works on the corner, he continues to work him on his back, has not got anything counted yet. Got 2. So quickly, Daybolt, the freshman, is out to a 4-0 lead. Cuts him loose. 4-1, Daybolt on top of Bright. 21-0 in the team race at Centennial on top of Dowling right now. Bright shoots in, Daybolt counters with a sprawl. No points, all that looks like we've got blood. Star of the night has been Centennial trainer Alyssa Rogge. Not sure where she went. She was down there. She's got her student training staff right now working on Max Daybolt. And we're heading back to the middle. Not quite.
which in turn supports all of our student athletes. Thank you in advance for your support.
So Daybolt will head back out. Here at 144, wrestling Dowling's John Bright. John goes right at Daybolt, who puts him in a headlock, throws him down on the mat, and now Daybolt in a good position right now to get Bright turned. There at the top of your screen. 4-point move there for Daybolt. Bright is up and out. 8-2 our score. Daybolt looking to get another takedown, and he does. Cuts him loose once again. 10-3 our score. Working on bonus points right now as they head off the edge of the mat over on the Dowling side. 10-3 our score. Max Daybolt in the lead on John Bright for Dowling. Still in the first period. And it looks like Daybolt is bleeding once again. And once again, he's back out, ready to go. Max Daybolt from Centennial, John Bright for Dowling. Bright has that maroon stripe around his back. Daybolt tries to work the underhook there. Now gets in and is on top of Bright for another takedown. 4 takedowns in the match so far in the first period for Daybolt. He looks up, decides he's going to try to ride him out for the rest of this period. Leading 12-3. No, he does cut him loose. With 10 seconds to go, goes right back after him and throws him back down to the mat and to his back. 5 seconds to go, 4-3. And Daybolt sniped Bright. 16-4. He cut Bright loose and sprinted after him and took him down when Bright had kind of let up his guard a little bit. Makes the score 16-4. Would expect to see Daybolt maybe try to work Bright to his back here to start, and if nothing, cut him loose. That is Daybolt on top and works Bright down initially. Now he's going to try to get him turned, working the crossface. Continues to work across. Bright keeps ducking out of it. Well, that body keeps going down violently to the mat. Goes across his head once again. Daybolt now working, has Bright on his back. Bright's going to have to fight to get out of this one. His body is not going to get there. A pin in the second period with 1:33 for the freshman, Max Daybolt. It looks like there's some more blood on the mat as we head to 150. Jackson Annenson will be wrestling for Centennial as he's set to go. Jack Seda for Dowling. Annenson, such a long wrestler out there, has caused fits for his opposition this year with his length. Shoots in quickly and gets around behind for the takedown right away to start. Less than 10 seconds in. Now Annenson going to try to work Seda to his back. 20 seconds gone in this first period. Stall already called on Seda. Annenson continues to try to work him now to try to get him turned. There he goes. So he looks to try to get that half in there, and he does. Just momentarily now. Close to having him tilted. There he's getting him tilted right now. Back points being awarded. Not going to get him pinned from that spot, but he got 3 on the near fall. Minute to go, first period. 5-0 right now. Jackson Annenson leads Dowling's Jack Seda. And now he gets him, Seda tried to roll through, and Anderson caught him. And there's the pin, another pin for the Jaguars.
And picking up the win, weight class 150 by pin for the Jaguars, Jackson Anderson. Up next, weight class 157. Wrestling for the Maroons, John Swift. And for the Jaguars,
Isaac Brule back out in the lineup for the Jaguars. He will be taking on John Swift for Dowling. 33-0. Centennial off to a fast start. Brule, the younger of the two Brule brothers, wrestling here at 157. He's a junior multi-sport athlete. As he goes in on the double and throws Swift to the ground. Now he's got Swift almost to his back right away. He's got him getting counted down. Swift trying to get out of it, but Brule gets 2 for the near fall. So a 4-point move to start for Isaac Brule. Swift comes right back for the head. 4-1, Brule in the lead. Off the mat they go. Sends the Dowling cheerleaders scurrying as they went right at them at the edge of the mat. Brule for Centennial. Swift for Dowling. Brule gets another takedown to make it 6-1. We started at 120 tonight. We're at 157 right now as Swift gets the escape. Brule backs off right on the edge of the mat, makes the score 6-4. Now, Brule goes from the headlock to the ankle pick and now continues to drive Swift to his back. Brule's going to try to go to a finisher here. Another 2 points for him. He leads 8-2. And now he's got Swift in a tough position. Brule will finish this one off momentarily. Brule is just stuck right now. Yep, there it is. Another pin for the Jaguars. 5 pins and an injury default so far for Centennial, along with a decision, and they lead 39-0. We move on to 165.
wrestling for the Maroons, weight class 165. Tate Moffitt.
Ari Eltz at 165. The senior will take on Tate Moffitt from Dowling. Ari, always a crowd favorite up here in the jungles. He gets introduced to a large round of applause. Tries to shoot in, and Eltz going in for the single. Moffitt is countered, but now Eltz is going to get the takedown. Not quite. There it is. 2 points. And so we move into the shadows. Eltz starts off 22 seconds into it with a quick takedown. Eltz on top right now of Tate Moffitt for Dowling. Rolls him through, no points either way for anybody there. Eltz tries to lift up those hips to try to get him tilted. Nothing so far. There he's working on that shoulder, getting him turned. Not past parallel yet though, as Moffitt tries to fight him off. That shoulder looks like it's in a lot of pain, that right shoulder for Moffitt. Eltz continues to work the tilt. Continues to work him there. And Moffitt rolls out of it. And now he gets him tilted, getting counted down right now. I don't think he's going to get him pinned from here, but he did get 2 points with him on his back. Now Eltz is going to move into him again as he works his way through. Going to drive Moffitt to his back. Eltz going to try to finish this off now in the first period. Moffitt tries to bridge him but can't quite do it. Eltz with a pin. Gary Eltz brings his energy back to his team. He's pretty excited right now as he sprints out into the hallway. Six pins, an injury default, and a decision, and Dowling trails Centennial as we start here 45-0. It feels like we just got started. This is Danny Daybolt right now going against Grant Turney from Dowling. Turney tries to shoot in, fought off by Daybolt. Again, Turney tries to shoot in. As we start to get up into some of the heavier weights right now. We started at 120 tonight where Cody Vandermark pinned Wyatt Heffron. Daybolt tries to throw. Yes, he does. He throws Turney to the ground, and Daybolt going to try to finish this off in a headlock. He's got two. He's getting counted right now, and there's a pin for the Jaguars, who are just rolling right now.
For the Jaguars, Jack Cahill.
51-0 in the team race right now. Jack Cahill, Lucas Hilgis. This was described as possibly a top toss-up match tonight, as Cahill quickly fought off by Hilgis. A couple football players out here scrapping at 190. A lot of action, no points here. Almost 30 seconds into the first period. Cahill shoots in on a single. Trying to pull that in as Hilgis has reached over the top. Cahill's up on his feet, and out of it is Hilgis. Cahill shoots in once again. Hilgis fights it off. As we approach the 1 minute mark of the first period. Hilgis shoots in on a double. Can't get it converted. Now Cahill's in underneath him. Cahill going to try to throw him and puts Hilgis straight down to his back. 2 points. Hilgis quickly rolls out of it. 2-point takedown there for Jack Cahill. A couple seniors going at it here tonight as Cahill tries to get Hilgis turned. He's got him in on the half, and now he's got Hilgis on his back. Hilgis has to fight for 40 seconds right now, see if he can do it. And there he gets control of that other arm. And Cahill is in great position here. Hilgis's shoulders nearly on the mat. As the officials right down there right now looking at things. He's got 3 anyway right now. Cahill gets the pin. Eighth pin of the night for Centennial. They lead 57-0. And now we move to 2:15, where Mitchell Greider, senior, will take on Cade Kraus for Dowling. 57-0. The Jaguars have been clicking on all cylinders here tonight. Greider with a gray top. Kraus has that maroon belt around his back. Greider shoots in and works for the single, and he gets it. 2-point takedown there for Cole Greider. And now he's going to quickly try to work Kraus to his back as he works on that cradle. Continues to try to work Kraus. Just out there trying to throw him around right now, trying to work a hold in on it. Kraus continues to work his hips in, keeping him tight to Greider. Greider may look to convert to a cradle here soon. Now he does not. He gets into Under lock there, now goes for the head. And now Cole Greider going to try to finish off Kraus. Kraus is in a tough spot here. And he's got his shoulders down to the mat. Cole Greider gets the pin. Excuse me, Mitchell Greider, wrong Greider. $63-0. Centennial on top of Dowling as we move to heavyweight. Brady Hagen, youngest of the Hagen brothers, has etched their place in Iowa wrestling. Will take on Rogelio Gonzalez III, as they call him here on the north side, RG3. RG3 wastes no time heading at Hagen. Hagen throws in though. Hagen's got the single. Hagen pulling RG3 back in. Goes down and gets 2 there for Brady Hagen. As he works Gonzalez's head down to the mat. RG3 gets out of it. And we're back up to neutral. 2-1, Hagen in the lead. Hagen throws RG3 back down to the mat. Hagen going to try to finish this one out as he's got RG3 down on the mat. Trying to work those shoulders in. RG3 bridging, trying to get out of it, trying to get turned, but Hagen throwing those hips into him hard. He's got to be close there. RG3 bridging in there. Hagen gets the pin. The first points of the night for the Maroons. 52-second fall for Brady Hagen. So we go from the big guys down to the little guys. Jack Wallachite for Dowling will be taking on Jamison Larson. Wallachite quickly in position to get a takedown here. Larson back up to his feet. Wallachite in on the single. No points awarded yet. There they are. 2 points awarded for Wallachite.
2-point takedown, Wallachite.
Larson rolls through that hole, but now Wallachite's got him on his back. Wallachite at 106 looking for the pin. Three-point near fall there for Wallachite. So he's going to try to work, try to get Larson tilted. He's very close to doing it again. Continues to work. Trying to get some grip off that mat. Starting to get Larson tilted. He's got under a minute to do it. Larson rolls out of that. 3 points there for Wallachite. Larson getting counted down once again. Wallachite with an 8-0 lead. 20 seconds to try to finish Larson. And we want to thank Joe Bennett Holmes for being our season-long sponsor, as he always has been, of wrestling here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Another 3-point near fall. Wallachite got it. Larson worked again. And 3 more. Makes the score 14-0 at the end of the first period. So he allowed Larson up. They'll start in neutral here in the second period, but quickly down to the mat. 2-point takedown. 16-1, and there's a technical fall for Jack Wallachite here at 106. We've had one match go the duration tonight. That was a 7-6 Tyler Brennan win over Zeb Fitzgerald at 138. And this is our final match of the night. Should be a good one here at 113. Cale Vandermark for Centennial against Kyler Simons from Dowling. These two wrestled last week where Vandermark got the win, and he's quickly in on a high single, and as Simons down on the mat, 2-point takedown right away for Vandermark.
2-point takedown, Vandermark.
Off the mat they go.
Let's go, Kyler.
2-1. Simons with the escape. Vandermark shoots in, gets a single, going to work that to pull him back to the middle. And as Simons tries to get away, Vandermark, this is Cale Vandermark, excuse me, we started with Cody Vandermark tonight at 120, and this is Cale at 113. 4-2.
Hey, let it go, Kyler, let it go.
Vandermark off the edge of the mat they go. 57 seconds into this first period, our final bout of the evening. Now Vandermark looks to get in for another takedown. He gets it over on the far edge of the mat in front of the Centennial crowd. It started off well tonight. It's thinned out considerably. Six to 2. Cody Vandermark in the lead right now. Excuse me. Cale Vandermark in the lead over Kyler Simons of Dowling. Vandermark right down on him to no takedown awarded because they did not fully cut him loose to start. Vandermark going to try to work Kyler Simons to his back, and now they're on the edge of the mat. Simons going to try to get to that edge if he can, and he gets out of that. No points awarded there on the left edge of the mat.
Good, Kyler. Work your way up.
And 2 seconds left here in the first period. We head to the second with Cale Vandermark leading Kyler Simons of Dowling 6-2.
Hey, be quick here, Kyler. Go, Kyler, you got it.
Vandermark trying to get out and get that escape point or a reversal if he can. It's working out here. Simons holds on to him and still pulls that leg in. If he can kick that right leg out, he does. He gets a reversal now. 2-point reversal makes it 10-2.
2-point reversal.
Gets out once again. Excuse me. 8-3. Gave him 2 premature points there. Simons gets out once again. Cale Vandermark working on Kyler Simons of Dowling. Gets another single for Vandermark. 2 more points there. 10-3 our score. Now he works in on the crossface. Vandermark trying to get him tilted. Working in on the half. Just trying to push his hips over right now. I think Simons could get out of that, and he does with the escape.
Let it go. Take a chair. Take a chair.
And they go off the far edge of the mat once again. 10-4. Cale Vandermark in the lead here at 113.
Let it go.
Vandermark shoots in once again, but Simons got a headlock in on there. Vandermark trying to get his head out. If he does, he'll have another 2. Right there, Simons trying to roll his hip through. He might be able to get Vandermark tilted right now. 16 seconds to go in the second period. See which wrestler can end up on top here. 7 seconds to go.
Roll it through. Roll it through, Kyler!
And Vandermark with a second to go pulls his head out and gets a takedown. He leads 12-4.
Centennial fans, our next matches will be this Saturday as the Jaguar varsity team travels to Fort Dodge. The JV heads to Des Moines North. One more time, varsity will head to Fort Dodge this weekend on Saturday. The JV will head to Des Moines North. Wrestlers and coaches would love it if you would travel and support them at their tournaments.
Back out on the mat. Cale Vandermark of Centennial, Kyler Simons of Dowling. Vandermark in the lead 12-4 here as we start the third period. Vandermark trying to control that ankle. Puts Simons back down to the mat. Vandermark continue to try to get Simons turned. Simons has had an uphill battle fighting from the bottom most of the time here as he started to work his way back into the hip, and he looks to get caught in a cradle here as Vandermark trying to get him tilted, and he does. Vandermark has Simons, and right away out of it is Simons. Vandermark had him tilted into a cradle, and Simons was able to roll through it. Vandermark on top once again. It's Vandermark in the lead right now, 12-4. Nine pins for Centennial tonight. Also an injury default, technical fall for Dowling and a pin from Brady Hagan. And that's where we stand right now in this last match of the night at 63-11. Simons starts to get up, and then right back in on the leg is Vandermark. So they head off towards the edge of the mat once again. 30 seconds to go in tonight's duel. Vandermark one more chance here to try to turn Simons. There he does. Late in it, he's working Simons on the back points now. 16 seconds to go. Vandermark trying to keep him down. Getting counted here as Simons fighting it. That's got to be close. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and Simons gives up 3. 13-4, 15-4, excuse me, major decision for Cale Vandermark. And that's how we will end it tonight. 67-11. Centennial improves to 10-0 on dual meets on the year. Great opportunity next Thursday night to come out and check them out in the duel of a triangular up here. So a lot of wrestling to see on the Thursday night next week. Thanks everybody for watching us here tonight on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, and thank you to our special presenting sponsor for wrestling, Joe Bennett Homes. Have a good evening, everybody. See you tomorrow night here as Centennial takes on Waukee in a doubleheader girls.